how's it going? My name is Natalie from the Devil Wears Parsley. Thank you so much for tuning in. I've got a great show for you. Today we are making corn tortillas. Now I know that you can get corn tortillas from just about any grocery store, and there are even some they make their own in-house. But I gotta tell you, when you make your own, you have control over all of your ingredients, and I honestly believe that makes everything taste better, and there is something to be said for the love that you put in your tortillas. So if you want to up your taco game, let's continue and make some of the best tortillas that you've ever tasted. Alright, so this is the easiest recipe you're ever going to make, I promise. Here we've got 2 cups of masa harina. I really like Bob's Red Mill, so we've got 2 cups of that. We've got a half teaspoon of salt. Oop. There we go. That in there. Alright, and I can't stress how important it is to salt the tortillas. They will be very bland if you don't salt them, so make sure to salt them. I also have here 1 tablespoon of lime juice. The flavor is just really good with the lime juice too, so we're going to go and put that in. And this is about 1.5 cups of very hot water. I just microwaved this on high for about 2 minutes. So go ahead and pour that in, and I just use a fork and kind of just push it around a little bit. So go ahead and push it around. It might look a little soupy, but you just want to make sure and get all of the granules wet. You want the water to be very hot, like boiling hot I'm talking. Just go ahead and mix that up. Make sure it's all mixed very well. The water's very hot, so you don't want to really mix this by hand. You will burn yourself. So we've got the salt in, we've got the lime juice in. These tortillas will be very flavorful and awesome. And now that everything is mixed together, we are going to cover this with plastic wrap and wait for an hour for everything to kind of absorb in there. So we'll meet you back here in a little bit. So before you actually start making your tortillas, you're going to need a couple tools. Sorry I didn't mention this before, but you're going to need what they call a tortilla press. Now this one's cast iron, 6-inch. I really love it. To be honest, I haven't really worked with too many, but this one does the job for me. I know that you can try to attempt to make them without one, but save yourself some trouble. Get yourself a good tortilla press. You can find a link to this exact tortilla press that I'm using in the Devil's Tools section of devilwearsparsley.com. Right, so I have my own tricks for making my corn tortillas, and it involves something called a freezer bag. A lot of people who make tortillas use plastic wrap, and I find that the plastic wrap just doesn't do it for me. I need something that is a little bit thicker, so this is what I do. I take my kitchen scissors, I open this guy up carefully because he's heavy one. I take my freezer bag and I just cut it up. I cut it up right at the seam, so the seam's in the back, and cut it to be the same width or diameter of the tortilla press itself. So you're covering the whole surface area of the tortilla press. Get this guy all cut up. And let's see, measure it up, make sure we're good on this side. There we go. So this is so that the tortilla doesn't stick when you're trying to peel it away from the actual press. And you'll see what I mean a little bit later. So we've got this. This is a little too long. I like to keep this right at the junction right here. So I'm going to cut just a little bit of this off right about there. And we are ready to press our tortillas. Before we get started pressing our tortillas, you want to get your heating element ready. I'm using my flat top here, but you can also use your the largest cast iron skillet you can find. You can also use one of those cast iron trays that fit on both burners. Those are really nice too. You're going for a lot of surface area here, because you want to be able to fit as many tortillas on at one time as you can. If you do have a cast iron or one of those trays, put it under medium heat. You don't want to burn your tortillas, but you also don't want to stand there forever waiting for them to cook. So spray it with a little olive oil. If you have Pam, that would work too. And you're also going to need a metal spatula. I find this very helpful when cooking my tortillas too. So as you can see, we have our masa mixture that has been resting for an hour. I have this ball. It's a little bit bigger than a golf ball, and what I like to do is just make a little disc like this, just like that. And you can see we have our plastic. This is our gallon freezer bag that we have cut, and it opens on the seam right there. I keep the seam right on the seam of the tortilla press too. So we have our little disc here. Just put that, I don't put it right in the middle, but I put it a little bit towards the back because it's going to spread upward as you press your tortilla. So just put the top part down there, and this goes to finish the press. And you don't want to see it coming out the sides here. You want to press it just enough. It'll take a little bit of practice to get it right. And this is the reason why I absolutely love the freezer bag. So you just peel it up, and then I put this in my hand, and then I gently peel it back. And this is why you let this stuff rest a little bit, because you don't want it to be too moist. Like, this is a little thin, so it's being a little temperamental, but you really have to be gentle and patient. So please do that. And we have our tortilla that's ready for our flat top. Beautiful. As you can see from this guy, we had a little mishap down here. That happened as I was transferring it from my hand to the flat top. No big deal. Not all your tortillas will be perfect. So you just let that sit for a little bit, and it's kind of like a pancake. You know, the first pancake's always a little messed up. That's all right. We're doing a trial run here. So you just want to cook these about 30 seconds per side. So it's been on there about 30 seconds, and just flip it over and let it sit, and you continue. So you've got your tortillas on the grill. You want to leave them on for about 30 seconds to 1 minute, and you'll be able to easily flip them around. But one telltale sign is when they stop steaming. That's when it's time to get them off that grill and onto your tortilla plate. Look at those. All right, guys, that's a wrap. We have made 13 awesomely delicious corn tortillas. Let's give these a little taste real quick. You can taste that salt in there. Absolutely amazing. You get a little bit of tang from that lime juice. These tortillas are out of this world. Your family's going to love them. I hope your Taco Tuesday kicks ass this week. And fill them with whatever you want. They're going to be delicious. So thank you so much for tuning in. My name's Natalie Weiser Orozco from the Devil Wears Parsley. We'll see you next time.